The Mitsubishi L200 body is mounted on a spar frame that can withstand increased loads when driving on country roads and off-road, as well as when transporting heavy loads. The model is presented in 3 versions, with a single, 1.5 and a double cab, although only full-fledged double versions were sold in Ukraine. However, L200 for Eastern markets are often found among them. Visually, they are easy to identify by the chrome-plated rear bumper. The officials have it with the decorative plastic skin and fog lights, and sometimes rigging handles are found on the sides of their platform. Mostly Arabs were bought due to a more affordable cost. Their equipment is simpler. Of the most important differences, we note the absence of a second battery, heated mirrors, front seats, ABS, fog lights, headlight washers, a roll-down rear window, a rear differential lock, and a cheaper Easy Select 4WD all-wheel drive transmission. When choosing a pickup truck, its owner must be aware that it does not have the usual trunk for many cars. The open cargo platform accommodates a lot of the most diverse luggage in terms of volume and weight, but it's not worth putting banal luggage there. It can be blown out of the platform at speed. It will get wet in case of rain, and dishonest people can easily borrow it. To get the usual trunk, you will have to spend extra money. Equip a pickup truck with a lifting lid or a Kung superstructure. Fortunately, a wide selection of such additional equipment is offered for the L200. Moreover, in order to protect the cargo platform from scratches during transportation, you also need to purchase a special plastic casing, trough, or cover the platform itself with hot plastic. However, prudent motorists in the secondary market can pick up a copy that has already been finalized by its first owner. The weak point of some Kungs is that the rear door lock cylinder fails over time. It changes along with the handle. Another age-related sore of all cars is the plastic cap of the front optics matting, reducing the quality of road lighting. The L200 is equipped with a single power unit, a 2.5-liter turbo diesel, 136 horsepower. Moreover, despite the fact that its more powerful 178 horsepower version appeared in 2008, only Pajero Sport platform station wagons are imported to Ukraine with such an engine, and pickup trucks, as before, are offered with a more modest engine. Paired with an automatic, it provides a heavy 2-ton car with mediocre dynamics, 17.8 seconds to 100. L200 with the mechanics is much faster, 14.6 seconds, but in any case it should be noted, overtaking on country roads requires skill, because after 100 to 120 km/h this car accelerates imposingly. As operating experience has shown, the L200 engine is quite reliable, because it is based on the 4D56 unit, which was tested on its predecessor, which the designers equipped with a new 16-valve cylinder head and a common rail fuel injection system. The fuel system digests our diesel fuel well, but the crankcase ventilation system is more demanding. After 80,000 kilometers, the EGR valve may clog. Sometimes cleaning it helps, otherwise replacement is required. In addition, for such a run, it may be necessary to clean the radiators of the cooling and air conditioning system. An increase in engine temperature will serve as a signal for this. The most expensive event with a run of 80,000 kilometers is the planned replacement of the timing belt. On average, only spare parts cost about $400. Indeed, along with it, the rollers and the hydraulic tensioner, as well as the belt and rollers of the balance shaft, are also changing. 4-wheel drive L200 is of 2 types. The basic official versions and the Arabs were equipped with the simpler Easy Select 4WD transmission with a rigid connection of the front axle. There is no center differential, which is why the 4x4 mode can only be used off-road or on slippery surfaces. More expensive versions came with the Super Select 4WD transmission with a lockable center diff, allowing you to constantly move in all-wheel drive, the same as the more prestigious Pajero. Another advantage is the presence of a lockable differential in the rear axle. To overcome difficult sections of the road in the Razdatka of all versions, there is a downshift. Contribute to high off-road performance and large suspension travel. The owners assure that the L200, especially with Super Select, has good cross-country ability and is able to cope with serious off-road conditions. During operation, the transmission can disturb. After 80,000 kilometers, the seals of the front and rear tails sometimes leak, and by 80 to 100,000 kilometers the suspension support wears out. The crosses of the cardan shafts can become unusable after 120,000 kilometers, and then subject to lubrication every 10,000 kilometers. At the same time, the ball bearings of the front levers are also injected. The weak point of all cars with Super Select is the vacuum coupling for connecting the front axle. It is easy to break it when driving off-road. It is located below the front axle. Therefore, in order not to have problems, experienced owners recommend additionally installing metal protection for the engine compartment. Although the four-wheel drive may not turn on due to the failure of the sensors on the transfer case. For the L200, 2 gearboxes were offered, mechanics and automatic InVex2 with an adaptive control program that changes the gear shift moment depending on the driving style. Both CPs are quite reliable. Please note, every 40,000 kilometers, the owner will face serious expenses. At this time, it is necessary to renew the lubricant in a number of units, the front and rear gearboxes, the transfer case and both types of gearboxes. The 4th generation Mitsubishi L200 front suspension has changed a bit. It remained double lever, but springs were installed instead of torsion bars. But behind, as before, a powerful continuous axle on springs is used. This design confidently copes with roads of any quality and is endowed with a high carrying capacity. In the back of a pickup truck, luggage weighing up to 1 ton can be transported. The reverse side of the coin is the rigidity of the stroke. The back of an unloaded pickup nervously reacts to many bumps, and at high speed this negatively affects handling. However, such a car is not initially chosen for a comfortable or driver's ride. The chassis is quite durable. The stabilizer struts serve more than 100,000 kilometers. The ball bearings of the front levers, at least 150,000 kilometers, and the silent blocks, about 200,000 kilometers. More often you will have to change the stabilizer bushings, every 20 to 40,000 kilometers. When adjusting the alignment of the front wheels, difficulties arise. Over time, the eccentric bolts stick strongly. They must be periodically lubricated. Despite the powerful design of the rear suspension, it can cause trouble. See photo weaknesses. The rack and pinion steering can also be disturbing. With runs after 40 to 60,000 kilometers, the crosses of the steering shaft wear out, as evidenced by the characteristic knock when driving over bumps. But the power steering works without problems. The tie rods can withstand at least 150,000 kilometers, and the tips even more. Mitsubishi L200 is a car for those who need a workhorse with high cross-country ability to transport various goods, as well as for lovers of outdoor activities away from busy places. This pickup truck is quite reliable, but it is expensive to maintain.